Changing attitudes toward cardiovascular disease. In the middle of 20th century, medical research showed that there was a clear association between cardiovascular disease, or CVD, which includes heart disease, high blood pressure, and stroke, and lifestyle. This awareness initiated a shift in attitudes toward health care. Health experts began to emphasize the idea that people could take control of their own health instead of relying on medical help. By paying attention to factors such as smoking, stress, nutrition, and exercise, everyone could reduce their chance of having CVD. People listened. As a result, many more people now recognize the correlation between a healthy or unhealthy health and lifestyle. Various behavioral change demonstrate this shift in attitude. Many people are no longer depending on doctors for advice and treatment. Instead, they are focusing on preventive measures and taking responsibility for their own health. A greater understanding of the connection between diet and health has led many to reduce or even eliminate food high in fat and cholesterol from their diets. Similarly, people are also becoming more serious about reducing stress, a known risk factor for CVD. An increasing number of people understand that regular and frequent aerobic exercise like walking, running, and swimming reduce stress. This is because aerobic exercise not only increase physical fitness but also release endorphins, a natural substance that helps people reduce stress and feel better. The changes in attitudes and behavior have had a positive effect. Deaths from CVD first began to fall in Western countries in 1960s, and this trend continues today. In the United States, the death rate from the disease fell by more than 35% between 1918 and 1997, and then by another 20% between 1999 and 2005. In 2010, 6% of adults suffered from some form of CVD, down from 6.7% in 2006. However, it should be noted that this research conducted by the US-based Center for Disease Control (CDC) indicates that although the occurrence of CVD has decreased significantly, less educated citizens suffer from this disease at rates well above the national average. Other Western countries have found similar patients among their populations. Another reason for falling mortality rates from CVD is better diagnosis and treatment. Advances in technology and medical science make early detection possible, which is key in allowing doctors to better treat the disease. Moreover, new drugs are more effective in lowering blood pressure and cholesterol, and are becoming more accessible to people worldwide. This is one cause for optimism about the future of this disease. However, the news about CVD is not all positive. In spite of the fall in death rates, CVD is still much too frequent in most Western countries. In Europe, for example, CVD remains the leading cause of death, claiming the life of more than 4 million Europeans every year. The second piece of bad news is that CVD has also become much more prevalent in developing countries, which 80% of all CVD deaths now occurring there. Rapid social change in the areas has led to risk factors that associated with CVD. Factors including a decrease in physical activity, an increase in smoking, and a shift to a less healthy diet. By 2010, CVD had become the single greatest cause of deaths in the developing world, and the WHO project this will continue for at least the next 2 decades. What are governments doing to fight this terrible disease? The global effort to inform people of the benefits of a healthy lifestyle continues. As people become better educated, they can choose lifestyles that avoid high CVD risks. Governments are also introducing specific actions aimed at reducing unhealthy lifestyles. The British government collaborated with industry to reduce the amount of salt in manufactured food by 20%. In Mauritius, a government program encouraged the nation to switch from palm oil high in saturated fat to higher. Changes in attitudes toward personal health and a greater understanding of the link between health and lifestyle have had promising outcomes in many countries. However, little doubt remains that a global strategy to fight CVD is necessary since the disease still accounts for more deaths than any other disease. Governments need to do more to control the use of tobacco and to reduce the intake of foods high in fat, sugar, and salt. Individuals also need to take more control of their own health and make healthy lifestyle choices when possible. These changes would lead to benefits at individual and national level. Oh my god! Con được cái bàn nói với bệnh